What's good? It's the TheHunterHofman back with insane content! So what is it like owning a high mileage BMW F80 M3? Well, just like the legal world that I work in, the answer would be, it depends. So this car started out in Germany, where BMW itself ordered this car and went crazy with the specs. After a year, this car then made its way to the Netherlands. Ah, right. For my American viewers, Germany and the Netherlands are places in the country Europe. So anyway, the first Dutch owner drove it around 55,000 kilometers a year, and he drove it all the way up to this mileage. He then traded it in for a new G80 M3 at the dealership. The next Dutch owner bought it directly from that dealership. He made a lot of modifications to the car, including the M-Performance steering wheel, the equal length exhaust, the original M3 CS wheels, and the KW V3 suspension. So he owned the car for 1.5 years and drove it a whopping 600 kilometers. And that's when yours truly bought it, nearly 2 years ago now. I racked up around 3,000 kilometers with the car, so we're currently at, well, this mileage. So if you're into real-world M3 ownership stories, please hit that like button and consider subscribing so that I know in which direction I should take this channel. Also, ouch. Anyways, so what keeps BMW M cars happy for the long term? As with any car, warming up the engine properly is very important for the longevity of the engine. You don't have to overdo it. But make sure to simply start the engine and take it easy for the first 10 to 15 minutes before hammering on it. Just don't be like this guy. Ouch. Another thing that goes hand in hand with the longevity of the engine are frequent oil changes. I don't even actually know what BMW itself recommends, but I make sure to do my oil changes every maximum of 10,000 kilometers or 1 year, depending on what comes first. Also, just make sure to use high quality oils. I'm an avid user of Shell Ultra Helix 5W40, and I've been using it for years. However, there is a new product on the market. It's called Motormilk, and it's a Dutch brand. And you ain't much if you ain't Dutch! So the formulation of this oil, which I've extensively looked into, is rather impressive and truly makes this a premium oil for high performance environments. It ensures the best protection and lubrication on the track, whilst also remaining useful for daily usage. So the backstory of Motormilk is pretty cool, and a lot of research and passion went into this. It's also why the famous BMW tuning brand, Muscleman Turbo Systems, endorses it as its official lubricant partner. And these guys also know what's up. That said, I think it's time for an oil change. Alright, so oil changes. Other oils that are crucial to change are the diff oil and the transmission oil. The differentials of BMW M cars are quite clever, but they can be a bit vulnerable. As diff oil changes are a really easy job to do yourself, I recommend doing one every 30,000 kilometers. Or if you drive more like a madman, maybe half that. Go check out the video. So BMW states that the transmission oil is a lifetime fill. Whatever that even means. No oil outlives the life of a car. Although the DCT gearboxes are really robust, I recommend changing the transmission oil every 100,000 kilometers or 5 years. This is a more difficult job to do yourself. But then again, you would rarely have to do it. As long as you don't treat it like a lifetime fill, the car will be fine. Also, check out that video. The drivetrain of this car always had a super easy life with the amount of smooth highway miles this car has done in this country under its first Dutch ownership. That said, we do have some of the best surface roads in the world. So smooth. The amount of stuff I do for you guys. Anyway, so with the proper care, these cars can push way over 200,000 kilometers easily. Note that this car still has the original crank hub and the BMW M4 GTS tune. if the car is not tuned crazily or beaten on like a madman, the crank up doesn't appear to be an actual issue to my knowledge. And after having recently cleaned up the injectors, as well as having replaced the spark plugs, this car still pulls like a train. Hit the throttle and outside shot. Oh, right. Nice. Still really enjoyable. So this car has the carbon ceramic discs option. Carbon ceramic discs can last a very long time, but they don't last forever. And replacing these is pretty expensive. It, again, depends on the way they are used. An interesting example are my 200,000 kilometers rear carbon ceramic discs compared to these 60,000 kilometers rear carbon discs. My discs have had no track time at all and have never been used erratically, always as a responsible participant of traffic. While these discs have had severe track time. My rear brake disc has a minor chip in the face of it, making this a periodic inspection failure. The brake disc here in the Netherlands has to be completely undamaged, even though the chip my disc has is within the tolerances of BMW. So Seb's Garage was kind enough to sell me his carbon ceramic discs from his BMW M3 CS. Although they are quite worn, these discs are all unchipped and in one piece. These discs will make sure my car will pass inspection again. So thank you for that, Seb's Garage. Go check out his YouTube channel for some awesome Nürburgring action and the great amount of BMW M cars they own. So then we have the interior of the car. I must admit the interior of the M3 is quite good. The quality and feel are still very solid after all these miles. I would just say to be mindful of the leather seats the car has. The leather becomes a bit shiny and stretched over time, and the bolsters of the seat endure some wear. But nothing unfixable in any case. All in all, owning a high mileage F80 M3 is all about balance. You get an insanely capable, fun, and still modern feeling sports sedan for less money than newer performance cars. But you need to treat it like the high performance machine it is, and not like an appliance. Guys, I made this video following your comments. I listen to my people. And I really appreciate the support. So feel free to comment on what you want to see more of. Again, I really appreciate the support. So, to end this video, I'm very happy with the car, but I do consider selling it.
Hell no, to the no, 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 yeah, to the no.
No, of course I don't! This car is unique and is staying in the collection. If you want to follow along for more BMW M content, please feel free to leave a like and to subscribe. Leave your suggestions for new content down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Jezus. Oh. Ja? Mam, hallo? Kut. Ja, hi. Wat is er? Hi, mam. So if you're into real-world M3 ownership stories, please hit that like button and consider subscribe. So if you're into real-world M3 ownership stories, please hit that like button and consider subscribing so that I know in which direction I should take this channel. Boom! Goed. He made a lot of modifications to the car. Jesus. Good. He made a lot of